Mr. McCoy, what are the most common signs of foundation water problems? And I'm going to discuss water that's leaking where the floor meets the wall, which is normally a sign of basement failure, system failure. I'm gonna begin with, and that's just water that's coming from the walls, not from the walls, but from where the floor meets the wall into your basement. Not to be confused with little damp spots or moisture wicking. That's not necessarily a big problem because all concrete wants to wick and get stained, and it's not that big of a problem. Some people will see this little white stuff on walls down by on the bottom, and that's called efflorescence, and that's just moisture that is coming out of the concrete. And when it precipitates, it's almost like an athlete when they have salt on their forehead, the little white salt, and that's the exact same thing as concrete sweats. You'll see what they call efflorescence. It can be a problem depending on how much it's sweating and how old it is, but normally it's just a sign that there's an excessive amount of water on the outside of the wall. But if you see water that's running along the wall, that's a problem. The reason being is that basement systems, all of them in Wisconsin, are designed so that when water goes on the outside in rainwater or whatever, it goes and collects on the outside drain tile. It goes through this bleeder hole, it's called a bleeder, in the footing, and it goes to the inside drain tile. Inside drain tile beneath the floor goes to a sump crock. Sump crock fills up with water, and the water just recycles it back out as far as it can. So that's how a system is supposed to work. If it's not working, it means that either this is plugged up, or this is plugged up, or something is plugged up so that the water wants to go up and over as opposed to through the system. If you have water that's running through your basement wall on any somewhat of a regular basis, besides if you get a 14-inch rain, all basements are going to leak at that point. But if you notice the water is running across the wall, it's an indication that your system is failing and you should probably call a professional.